Some people think he's better than Lamine Yamal. Some people think he's the best youngster in the world. And some even say he's the best player in the world. Well, that's a debate for another day. But today we're going to be talking about that. Is he even a deserved Ballon d'Or nominee or not? Or is he just a young Frenchman with big ego and a JBL just like his idol Lamine Yamal? To be honest, I know that this is a thing that I say in every single video of mine. If you haven't watched my previous videos, go watch them first and then come to this one. If you don't know, I'm doing a 30 day 30 Ballon d'Or nominees challenge, and this will be day 4. Alright, in every single video of the series I say that the stats are the most important thing that define a player, and the same will be going for day3 doue. Let's take a look at his stats. 16 goals and 15 assists in 64 matches is pretty impressive for a 20-year-old in his absolute breakout season. At Rennes, he was good, and that's the reason why PSG picked him after all. So they saw the talent and he delivered in his first season with PSG. These stats are good and are excellent when you consider that he is a youngster. What has Lamine Yamal done? He has given the youngsters all around the world the kind of a mentality and the pathway to take to be the next GOAT or something. He completed 59 out of 120 attempted dribbles in the Ligue 1. He attempted 6.45 dribbles per 90. That is a lot, considering that at this young age, and because he doesn't have that kind of, like PR to protect him if he fails at those dribbles. This just shows that he is full of confidence to just attempt 6.5 dribbles per match. That is pretty amazing. 20 out of 36 shots he took in the league were on target, and he attempted almost 2 shots per 90. He completed 866 out of his attempted 1001 passes in the league with a passing accuracy of 86.51. Now let's come to another set of facts that define and highlight a player's season and just give you the idea of how the player played throughout the season and what were his key moments. Starting with Coupe de France, round of 32 versus Espali, player of the match performance with a goal and an assist. Well, I know what you're going to be saying, that round of 32 of the Coupe de France, low quality of teams. What are you talking about? How is this a key performance? Well, these are the kind of matches that define, that bring these kind of breakout talents in front of their fans, in front of their coaches, and these are the matches that make them a little bit of famous, give the manager, the coach, a little bit of faith in them, and because of these matches, he was able to start other games and create history with PSG. Another one I would like to mention is Ligue 1 versus Lille, goal plus assist, player of the match performance. But the next one, the one that changed his entire confidence, his entire career, his season trajectory, UEFA Nations League quarterfinal against Croatia. The game went to penalty shootouts, and the man who came up to save France and qualify to the next round was day3 doue. This was his first ever match for the French senior national team, but he delivered delightfully. And I remember this was the time that the people started praising him for the nerves he got. Next, I would also like to mention Ligue 1 versus Saint Etienne, 2 goals plus player of the match. This was a really good performance from him. Well, to be honest, Saint Etienne, I think they got relegated this season, but Fizz, he just scored 2 goals, start batting against small teams. Hooray! And I'm gonna also have to tell you that including this match and the 3 matches after this was his 4 games scoring streak. And most important of all, that we have to mention, that even led him to be nominated for the Ballon d'Or, his UEFA Champions League final performance versus Inter Milan. My God, 19 years of age at that time. I think he was 19 years at that time, scoring 2 goals in a Champions League final. It couldn't have gotten any bigger for him. At such a young age, he was able to deliver at such a high stage. And because of this, people started comparing him to Lamine Yamal, who has a lot of PR. And you know what happens when you compare a man with a lot of PR to a man who doesn't have that much. The man that you have compared will have a lot of PR as well. And most of the people just said, give him the Ballon d'Or right now. Doue, he's better than Lamine Yamal. Alright, slow down, guys. Just one season can't define any player. Alright. Another one, it's not as big as the UCL final, but Club World Cup quarterfinal versus Bayern Munich. It was very important that he scored that goal, the first goal of the match, I think it was, because it was, I think, the second half, the start of second half, and the score was 0-0. Pressure was building up on PSG, but Desiree Doué scored the goal, and after that, disaster struck. PSG got 2 red cards, and if it weren't for Desiree Doué's goal, I don't think it would have been possible for PSG to go through to the next round, although they managed to score another goal. Just PSG things, I guess. I've talked about this earlier, but for a player to have the PR to get nominated for the Ballon d'Or, he has to get the recognition. And if the recognition comes from a official account or some organization, I said oh my god, what has happened to my grammar? I should have said but whatever. And the same happened with Desiree Doué. He was the UEFA Champions League Young Player of the Season, along with getting into the UEFA Champions League Team of the Season. And in addition to that, he was also the League Young Player of the Year. So much recognition from official sites and organizations. So I think that was it, and that's the reason he got nominated. But finally, I'm gonna have to give my opinion as to was this nomination fair, or does he deserve to win the Ballon d'Or or not? Well, to be honest, according to the facts that I've just read to you all, I'm gonna have to say that this nomination is 100% legit and deserved. As Lamine Yamal also got a nomination, this man deserves it even more than him, and I'm gonna say it here on this channel. Mark my words. This season was better than Lamine Yamal's, but don't sabotage me because of that. In the end, I know most people would say he doesn't deserve to win the Ballon d'Or at all, and I agree with that. His teammate Dembele does, but there's still room for him to win the Copa trophy. But as a Madrista, I would be supporting Dean Hyson. And yup, that was pretty much it for this video. See you guys in the next one, and until next time, adios.